Here we go. All
right. Well, it's kind of a tough week, because with San Diego Comic-Con happening this past week and weekend, still going on, as a matter of fact. A lot of announcements. Kind of hard to keep up with them when they're happening as the time of the show. But I tried to pick up some things that are cool and some things that were announced earlier in the week. I think the first thing is G.I. Joe announced Sergeant Slaughter in the Classified series.
Okay.
Couple shots of him. He comes with his own little action figure because back in the day he did a commercial as the real life Sergeant Slaughter, advertising the G.I. Joe figures. So they're kind of playing off of that and including a little miniature figure.
That's what I was going to ask. He was never actually a character on the show, though?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
Oh, he was?
On the show. Yep, in the animated show. Did the voice and everything.
Nice.
Another shot of him.
That's really good. The face is great.
Yeah, it is a really good portrait face. Yeah. I think he looks good with and without the glasses and sunglasses. Looks good both ways. And as like I said, I hit or miss with G.I. Joe, but I'll pick up certain characters, and the crossover with classic 80s wrestling got me, and I pre-ordered my copy of Sergeant Slaughter. So we'll stick with G.I. Joe Classified. I just saw this today. Serpentor. Remember?
Yes. Yep.
He's going to be a big deluxe figure with his big old hovercraft there.
That's very cool. Very cool.
I don't think they said how much he's going to be, but it's going to be up there. And then speaking of prices, we talked about these two last week. And I want to put them up again because, Dr. Mindbender, $42, and that Boba Fett in disguise is what, $34?
I can't see it with the banner. Let me take that off.
I was trying to read it when it got to the transparent.
Oh, yeah, 42 and 34, yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to touch on those two again because I didn't have prices for them last week.
Gotcha. Man, these are expensive.
Yeah. And then this was sort of an early announcement this week was NECA's doing great Universal Monster figures. They've done Frankenstein, Werewolf, and the Mummy so far, and now Dracula's coming out. You can find these. I've seen these at Walmart and Target, and it seems like they're. At first, I thought it was Blinker. You missed it because they were disappearing, but it seems like they're doing additional runs because I've seen all the figures, all three of them again. And I'm really tempted to. They do black and white and color versions, so it's gonna get that Monsters thing going on. You can choose either way. Couple shots. There he is with all the pieces. There he is just set up in a little diorama there.
That looks good. Yeah,
they're really well done. There's the sculptor by the name of Trevor Grove has done all the portraits for all these Universal Monsters figures. He does a lot of other stuff too, but he's a great portrait artist, sculpture artist. As a matter of fact, this is a quick little side note. He for NECA back in the day, he did figures for the Breaking Bad show, and I guess in Albuquerque, they're going to construct a statue of Walt and Jesse, and he's been commissioned to do the sculpts.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool.
Are you going to get these, Mike?
I really might because I love the Universal Monsters.
Yeah, you do.
And,
I've been so tempted, but I've held off so far.
What do they use? Are they like $25 or $30?
Yeah, they're like $35.
Oh.
If you want to go a little cheaper, they did announce these, so it's good that you mentioned it. I think these are $20, but they're glow in the dark versions, and they sort of come on. This is sort of a throwback to the Remco figures back in the 70s. They come on blister card, but they don't come with all the accessories that came with the box releases.
Yeah, but yeah, I think the Dracula, just, when I do buy them, it would be well worth the money.
Yeah, go to your local Target in Walmart and you can see them in person. Dracula's not out yet, but their other three should be floating around. I haven't seen that much of the Mummy, but definitely have seen Frankenstein and Werewolf multiple times.
Yeah.
It's one of those deals where I sort of want to get them, but I haven't. But then I have to also think about, do I want the color version or the black and white version? And so far, I have none of them. So,
yeah, I was thinking the black and white would look great, but then what's so striking here is the red.
Yeah.
Ribbon there. It stands out. Looks so great. So I'd probably end up getting the color versions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's your favorite Universal monster anyway?
Mine?
Yeah.
Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see where we go next. And I apologize because of the lateness of trying to get pictures together for San Diego. It's sort of a hodgepodge here. I'll throw this out real quick. Mezco Reaction is doing Sin City figures, and they're 5 points. I didn't get individual shots of all of these because Nancy is topless, so I didn't think that would be appropriate for the family.
Yeah.
But these, they come in these big collector packs with lithographs. These is cheaper. I think these were exclusive versions while SDCC is going on. But I'd have to think if they're putting the money into sculpting, they might release these as cheaper individual carded neat. And like I said, maybe look them up if you're interested on your own. I just didn't want to offend anybody with Nancy.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Let me ask you guys something about Sin City. Was Sin City a movie first, or a comic first, or a book first, or what?
Comic first.
A comic first? Okay.
Yeah.
Because, man, it seems like it's just carried on for such a long time. But when's the last time there was anything actual new and original from them?
Yeah, it's all Frank Miller, so it's whenever he gets an itch to do more Sin City stuff.
Yeah, I think it started in Dark Horse Presents, didn't it?
Yeah, yep.
When was the last one? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I couldn't say.
It's been a while, though, right?
It's been a while. Maybe he's done like a one-off here or there. But no, I don't think he's done any prolonged storylines or any limited series or anything like that. Sticking with Mezco, these are two shots of 112 figures. We talked about the Spider-Man and Green Goblin. Here's Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer.
Yeah, I want that. Yeah, I'm a big Frazetta fan, and Death Dealer started it. I would actually say Death Dealers probably started my fantasy. Infatuation or whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
I just thought he was a really cool figure.
Yeah.
No price. He's a 112 figure. And if you think about the Spider-Man and Green Goblin, they were up over $100 because of the huge shield and axe and all the detailing. I imagine he's going to be around there too. And if you want to go even more expensive, check out this awesome Ghost Rider.
Oh, jeez.
That is awesome.
I mean, I don't think I'll be going down this road, but he is something
really
else.
Cool. Yeah.
Like I said, before when we talked about Judge Dredd, Mezco did a 112 Judge Dredd with his bike, and they've shown that they can do, figures that ride on vehicles. So this looks, again, just as good, if not better, because it's more of a traditional motorcycle look than I keep wanting to call it Lawgiver, but I think that's his gun. Judge Dredd's. Whatever it's called. But, it was more futuristic and science fiction-y but this is more traditional. I think they did everything really well. Even Ghost Rider's head looks awesome. That translucent plastic and the wheels and the tires of the bike and everything. Just really cool stuff.
Yeah, Hot Wheels needs to take notes.
Well, I don't think I saw a price for that too, and I'm thinking it was like $35.
Jeez.
Yeah,
For the packaging.
Yeah, yep. Quick for you Transformers fans, they're doing the Shoujo figures of Optimus Prime and Megatron. So if Johnny wants a sexy Megatron, there he goes. He didn't like the M Bison from a couple weeks ago. Maybe he likes this cute version of Megatron.
That's crazy. That's funny.
That's for Johnny.
They do look cool though.
I think the Optimus is pretty nifty. I like how they incorporated the look of Optimus Prime into her outfit. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So the Megatron's for Johnny. I brought this here for Mike. Iron Studios is doing this Jaws statue.
Oh, that is great.
I can't imagine the price, but I just thought it was cool. That's not the greatest picture either, but check it out. Google it, yeah. Iron Studios Jaws, and I know there's a lot more detail to it.
Yeah, it looks like the Quint's on the deck there too. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, man, the investment of development of all this stuff and then actually making it prior to getting any money back is just it blows my mind, to think about the kind of money they put into something like this before they put it out, and obviously they're confident they'll get their money back, so it's
little quick one for me was this another Iron Studios, this little Hellboy, sort of chibi, but I kind of like him.
Yeah. He looks pretty cool.
Then what do we have left? We have the Hasbro stuff. Some Star Wars, some vintage collection 3 3/4. I think the first dude is a video game character. Tyler, can you confirm?
Yeah, he's from the Fallen Order.
He's from Yep.
Sorry. I should have shut up there and given Ty a moment. Sorry, Ty. I wasn't sure if you were still here.
Yeah,
he's the main character of one of the recent video games. They're making the sequel right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the Star Wars for you, so you can comment as needed, Tyler, if you see anything. Like vintage. This is also vintage. Well,
can you go? I'm sorry. Can you go back?
Yeah.
What's the other one? It's Luke.
Yeah.
Imperial Light Crew. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Black Series Grogu, but then the rest is vintage. The Boba Fett Starship with an exclusive Boba Fett figure.
It's Slave One. It's Slave One. I don't know. Come on. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm not over yet. The just word changing of stuff that seems sillier to me than when they do all the other stuff.
It is silly.
I'm personally annoyed by the Grogu re-release.
Yeah.
They already have 5 Grogu figures, and he's getting another one. I think we should be putting time, money, and materials into releasing new characters.
Yeah. Yep.
Because there's about 500 of them we don't have.
Easy money for them, right?
Yeah. More
Black Series, these are re-releases on the credit collection with a different deco and then a chance to get the Bill Burr head sculpt from Miggs Mayfield without the transport armor and helmet. I think that's why they're doing this.
I have that figure, and the helmet does come off, so you already do have a Bill Burr head sculpt.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Miggs Mayfield is a popular enough character to be making a second mold of them. So
I guess
the line they just released, I'm generally not excited about any of them.
I guess you could say that is the first one you could just use as a generic like troop transport type figure.
Mm-hmm.
And then, this could be your Miggs if you're really into buying every single figure and dioramas and so forth.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely different. I've actually had a few conversations online with people about how they were mad they did the Miggs figure in the transport armor first, But
Right.
that's when he became a likable character. So I think that was my justification.
Yeah.
Because in the first season, he was kind of a jerk. And then
Right.
in the second one, he developed a nice relationship with the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So.
And a couple more Star Wars Black Series 6-inch. Who's HK87, Ty?
I do not know.
I don't know either.
That's part of the problem.
Yep.
Who is this guy and why are they releasing him? And we already have 9 Lukes. So.
Yeah,
But
so
easy
you get
money
him
there, I guess.
You get him in the 6-inch Black Series, and you get him in the 3 3/4 inch vintage collection, and an FX Darth Vader lightsaber if you have an extra $300 laying around. And then jumping over to the Marvel side, Amazing Spider-Man is Amazing Friends 3-pack.
I'm on that.
Which comes with Ms. Lion. She's not pictured there. A Harold's 2-pack. And a comic, like a retro Spider-Man throwback card, Scorpion.
I wasn't this Lion fan when I originally watched the show, but as I told you, I rewatched the whole series again, and I like Miss Lion a lot better.
And then because the initial Beast Marvel Legends goes for big bucks, they're re-releasing him as sort of like a deluxe figure. It comes with a trench coat, interchangeable heads, and some sciencey stuff. Just to get him back out there, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to pre-order him. You see here on Hasbro Pulse, he's already sold out.
Yeah. Man, it seems like every time I get on Hasbro Pulse, everything's sold out. It's so crazy. Yeah.
And then this Tesseract role play that comes with a Loki figure. If anybody really needs another civilian-looking Loki, I think he's already been released in this way. But if you want a Cosmic Cube to go with them, there you go.
What size of that?
6-inch.
Okay.
The figures, I imagine they're in scale to each other, so it's probably big enough to role play like right in your hand, like it would be from the MCU.
Okay.
So Beast is that popular that he sells out, and the initial run or version is really expensive.
Yeah, I never saw that Beast figure. I don't know if it was a problem with that whole X-Men wave or what, but yeah, he's one of the ones I never even saw on the shelves out there.
Like the archive line in Black Series.
But it isn't, because that's a good comparison, I guess, Ty, because they don't come on the same kind of packaging. He'll come on like a retro X-Men throwback card.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's basically the same figure with some tweaks. There's more tweaks done to the Marvel re-releases where it seems like the Star Wars is often pretty much the same exact figure, maybe with a slightly different or enhanced paint deco.
Yeah.
But I think the Star Wars definitely is not as drastic of a change as the Marvel 6-inch figures. I think that's it. I think I got them all. Like I said, once I could have a chance to go through everything from San Diego, I might have some stragglers that I want to highlight next week. But that's what I had. I didn't want to go too crazy, but I tried to pick out some cool stuff on your horizon.
You definitely accomplished that. It's awesome. And do you have aspirations of ever going to San Diego Comic-Con?
Not really.
Yeah, my daughter, that's her dream destination. We want to go out there, and she wants to experience that, since she still calls Baltimore Comic-Con the best day of her life. So she really wants to do the big one, the original,
Is the San Diego? Oh, okay. I was going to
Yeah.
ask what's particularly special about that.
Yeah, it's the original. So yeah.
And it seems like this year things have definitely come back to more of a normal. This was really when I'm talking Horizon stuff, like toys and collectibles. Everybody would save everything, it used to be for the toy show in New York City, but it eventually started moving more towards San Diego Comic-Con. everybody released everything and all the information. But when COVID hit, everyone started doing their own online things throughout the year. But I'll give them credit. There's a lot of stuff coming back this year. Not as much as in the past, but it seems to definitely be coming back around.
Back to normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
To follow up on that Butler toy show, did you go to that?
I did. Yep.
And?
I talked about it a little bit briefly.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
There was a Butler toy show.
Yeah.
If you watch this show,
I need invites to things like that.
I think Kevin even said, Ty should come up to that.
Yeah, I did. Yep. I was like, Tyler, if you're watching, you need to check this out.
I have no idea what was going on at the time, but right now I'm just going to say I definitely would have made it and should have invited me.
They're going to do another one in January, I believe.
Okay.
But I forget what you said after the fact. What'd you say after you went? Did they do a good job? I forgot.
For a first-time show, I thought it was really well done. It's a small building, Butler Vagabond Center.
Yeah.
It's smallish, but they had a lot of vendors. They had a really good turnout. I didn't buy anything myself, but I thought there was a lot of cool stuff there.
Cool. So there you go, Ty. You missed it. When did you say it's happening again, Pat?
January.
Yep, January.
Already remembered.
I'll go there with you too. That'll be a good reason to get back to Butler. Well, we're all gonna hopefully be in Butler here in a couple months, right?
Yeah.
I'll be here.
I'll be here.